Hi, I'm Eva Madre of Eva's Caribbean Kitchen, and this is Ben Jones from Rhum Clement.
Hi, Eva.
Hi.
Thank you for having me here.
You are welcome. So we're doing the Rhum Clement tasting tonight.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, we started producing our rum in 1887. I grew up here in the U.S. and never thought I would ever really get into the family business so much, but there's been an increasing demand for rum, all types of rum here in the U.S. market. There certainly was before a lack of a presence of Martinique rum agricole.
Now, you are the grandson of Rhum Clement, aren't you?
It's really my great uncle who is the founder. He's the one that's on the back of the bottle. His name is Rhum Clement, and he's known as the father of rum agricole.
That's good traditions to have.
Yeah, no, it's the love, it's the passion, it's the enthusiasm that really comes from a family-born product.
Now, explain agricole. What is the agricole?
Agricole is a style of rum we produce. It's actually very well known through the French West Indies, but most famous from Martinique. We produce rum agricoles from natural free-run sugarcane juice. So that's a very simple definition. Whereas, more than 98% of all the rum in the world is distilled from molasses. Molasses being industrial rum industrial. We produce rum agricole. Agricole is from natural free-run sugarcane juice. So to be rum, you have to be a distillate of sugar cane, and that's basically where the similarities end between agricole and industrial. So we're going to do this dinner tonight, and people are going to get to appreciate and understand, a new style of rum, agricole rum.
Now, does your family still own the distillery in Martinique?
We don't own anymore. We partnered with another family, but everyone is still involved. I'm on Martinique about 2 or 3 times per year. It's tough because I spend most of my time traveling around the U.S. and Canada, North American markets, and spent some time in the U.K. and now we're selling in Australia. And
who's your biggest consumption of rums right now? Is it the U.K., Canada, or the U.S.?
Well, first and foremost, Martinique is our home market, and then of course after Martinique, France. We sell a lot of rum in our home island, our home country. And then after that would be Italy and Spain. Italy, as the Italian consumer, as far as spirits, they're drinking more rum than anything else.
Wow,
and
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and the Italians are drinking a lot of rum, particularly aged rum, and the more expensive it is, the more they sell. The more they drink, or the more we sell. They drink more rum even than single malt whiskey. The Spanish market is quite strong. The U.S. is right there, in that mix. We've just recently launched the portfolio in China and in Japan and Thailand, and so the Asian markets are fairly new for us, but very exciting because it's really spreading the footprint. I can tell you for more than 120 years, my family, we've been producing rum for more than 120 years, but we now only started to get into the distribution game and starting to spread the...
That's something to be proud of.
Yeah, of course.
We appreciate you coming tonight to share your heritage with us.
Yeah.
Now, tell us the concept of the rum tasting. How do you pair the rums to the food, which is the Creole stewed fish, the curry chicken, which is West Indian, and then the jerk pork loin with the barbecue premier cane sauce?
And I feel that when someone comes to rum dinner, it's nice to taste the rum by itself, and we're going to do that tonight. And we're going to tell a little bit of the story and how we produce the rum and why it is unique and how and why it is a distinguished spirit between of what it is to be rum agricole, the identity of rum agricole. But I think the consumer also, when they learn about rum, they also have to be able to find ways to appreciate it in their own way. So a lot of the rums, particularly we have some higher end sipping rums, those are really, you can certainly mix cocktails with you want, but we recommend that you enjoy them as is. But we have our white rum, we have some aged rums that are on the younger side. We have a rum based orange liqueur called Creole Shrub. All of these rums can easily be mixed into very classic or contemporary cocktails, and so not only is rum very, very popular and gaining a lot of momentum and velocity, but at the same time, and I think what's fueling the rum development is the cocktail culture. More people are mixing cocktails at home and enjoying trying new drinks and learning about the classic cocktails, and also experimenting with the contemporary cocktails. And I think the two things go hand in hand, because as you well know, rum is the most mixed spirit out of more than any other spirit category.
Rum and Coke.
Yeah. So, and Mai Tais and what have you. And there's and with the rum category being so deep and wide and vast as a category, you can really mix a lot of cocktails. It's very versatile. So today, with your cuisine, it was actually not too difficult because I could appreciate this cuisine. You know, coming from a Martinique background, a West Indian background, I see a lot of the same flavors that I've grown up with and I've known all my life. And we basically try to keep it pretty simple. The welcome cocktail tonight is a tea punch. Now, tea punch for us is like the national cocktail Martinique, and when you're welcome into someone's home or you receive anybody, tea punch is drunk morning, noon, and night. And but it's a great way to receive somebody. So of course, naturally, we're gonna welcome your guests with a tea punch, and then after that, I think we're doing El Presidente, which is a classic cocktail from Cuba. It was actually invented by an American bartender who went over to Havana during Prohibition to keep working in his craft. He suddenly found himself out of a job during Prohibition, and Havana became sort of the Las Vegas of the Prohibition time, where all the Americans were fleeing over there by the boatload to be able to have enjoy these drinks, and that's where the El Presidente comes from, and it's sort of a lost, forgotten classic, but it's one that really showcases our rum very, very well, because to make that cocktail properly, you really need to have a full-bodied, full-flavored, grassy rum. You can't really use a rum that's too light and too flimsy. So I've always loved this cocktail. It's got heritage, it's got class. It's the martini for rum for me, and it shows off the wonderful qualities of our rum. It's going to go great with your cuisine, and just overall, I think we're going to be able to bring some new light to the cocktail. People are going to enjoy learning about the history and the story of the cocktail, along with tasting the rum. After that, we're having Creole Cobbler. A cobbler is another classic cocktail. However, we've done a major, sort of a twist. Using Creole Shrub. Now, Creole Shrub is a liqueur, but rum-based orange liqueur, but it's 80 proof, so it stands. For me, it's almost like it's a cocktail itself in the bottle, because you've got orange peels and pulp and traditional spices. A lot of the spices in the shrub are the same that you're using in cuisine.
Sauce, yes,
you have cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg, and allspice, and all these wonderful things. So it's a very, very simple drink where you put some pieces of lime, you muddle it together, and top it with a little soda water to lighten it up a little bit, and it's going to pair very well. And then we're having French West Indian Revolver, which is a contemporary cocktail that I created about a year ago for another event like this, that I've sort of kept in my back pocket and fits. We use it when it fits. It has a lot of classic style, classic flavor, but it's something that is our own. And we're doing Planteur. Planteur is a world-renowned rum cocktail that I've never seen the same recipe twice. From island to island to island, every noble family has their own Planteur. Well, I'm bringing you the Clement Planteur, the one that my uncle makes for me, and the one that I've known since I was like 6 or 7 years old. And then we're doing another dessert cocktail. This cocktail was done in New York at Asia de Cuba. For me, it's the ultimate dessert cocktail, because it's again, we're going to use the orange liqueur, but we're going to use Averna. Averna is an Amaro from Italy, classic Italian digestivo. So you have the digestivo properties of the Amaro. You're going to have, and then we're going to have espresso. So the espresso is going to be sort of the pick-me-up after the meal. You're going to have the Amaro as the digestivo, and then you're going to have the Creole Shrub as the rum and the orange and the spice to really bring it all together, and it's going to be a perfect match with your coffee brittle ice cream.
I think you've done a great job.
And the golden chocolate cake. So I'm really truly excited, and I'm really happy to be here.
Me too. We have 60 people coming tonight to experience
Rhum
Clement.
Full house. We sold out the restaurant.
We are sold out. We can't take anybody else.
Yeah, good for you.
It's been a wonderful time having Ben Jones with us to experience his Rhum Clement on our cuisine here at Eva's Caribbean Kitchen.